I'm bored. I fancy getting some minis. But what to get? This here Infinity looks good, but metal minis, I don't know. Screw it! Alright, let's open it.
Oh, what's inside? What's inside? I hope I get lots of sprues. I love me my sprues.
What in the ever-loving fuck? Okay, I feel I should apologise for the rather crass opening, but I often read on forums and hear from people that they would love to try Infinity, but the fact that the models are metal is what puts them off. Well, this video is to help put some of those people at ease as we look at how to prepare and assemble an Infinity metal miniature. The process is a little more involved than what you might do with plastic models from a sprue, but not that much more. You're going to need some common modelling tools such as nippers, a modelling knife and files. For the cleaning process you will also want a couple of containers of water, dish soap, kitchen towel and an old toothbrush. For assembly, super glue will be enough, but if you want to make sure your models are looking as clean as possible, then you may want some epoxy putty for filling gaps. Alright, to get started with Infinity models you need to check if you have all the pieces. Each baggie that the models come in have a code. This is in case of mispacks. I have a lot of models, and I've had one mispack. I just sent them a photo of the mispack along with the code, and they sent me the missing piece in the mail. Easy as pie. Looks like we aren't missing any pieces from these models, so let's move on. It's worth dry fitting the pieces to see how they will go together, and it helps you understand what goes where as there are no instructions. Luckily, the more recent models go together pretty easily, and with a bit of playing around you can quickly work out where everything fits. Once you know you have all the parts, it's time to clean the model up. Models are going to have a bit of flash, mold lines and nubs where the liquid metal was poured into the mold. You will need to carefully look over the model and remove the excess flash and nubs using the nippers. These come off pretty easily and don't need much further cleaning up. Some areas may need a quick filing or scrape from the modelling knife, but will soon be done. Be sure to be thorough at this stage, as it's never fun finding flash you did not remove when you have the model primed and ready for painting. There are tabs on the feet of Infinity models, and these can be used to mount the model onto the base. All you need to do is flip over the base and, using a modelling knife, use the guide to cut out a slot. I'm not going to do this as I make my own custom topper out of epoxy putty for my JSA, so instead I will just clip off the tab. The next thing you need to do is get one container of water and put a little drop of dishwashing liquid in. Put the model's pieces in here and leave them as you start removing the flash from the next model. Once you're ready to put the next model into the soapy water, remove the pieces that have been soaking and give them a good old scrub with an old toothbrush. This is important because it removes the residue left behind from the mold release agent. If you don't wash this residue off the metal, then you're going to struggle with sticking the pieces together or having the initial coating of paint to adhere to the model. So don't forget this step, it's really important. Drop these pieces into the container of water to wash off the soap and then place onto some kitchen towel to dry. Repeat this process for all the models you have and then, very importantly, give the models time to dry. I'm not always patient with my minis and try to glue them together before they're fully dry, and the super glue will struggle to stick the pieces together. Instead, get on with painting some of that backlog you have, and before you know it, the new models will be ready for assembly. Once dry, it's time to put the models together. It's important that you don't use plastic cement, which, if you are coming from plastic minis, is the common method for assembly. The plastic cement works by melting the surface of the plastic, so you end up fusing pieces together. Obviously, with metal minis, you don't have any plastic to melt, so get yourself some super glue. Be sure to dry fit the exact place you want the piece to fit, and then apply the super glue and join the pieces together. It may take a little time depending on the brand and quality of super glue, but if you are really impatient, you can get an accelerator that will make the super glue harden faster. I've not tried this myself, but I just like to sit back, watch some Next Generation, and hold the piece in place until it sticks. Once they are all finished, you can stick the model to the base or keep it separate for painting if you are making a custom base. You are now ready for priming and enjoying your new, not so scary metal miniature. Join us next time where you can see my method for painting black armor on our newly assembled minis. If you liked the video, good for you. I did what I aimed to do.